Hello and welcome to Splinter Cell Blacklist, whatever it's called, on the PC on max settings. Now Fraps will only let me record this at 720, so the game does look rather nice. So I'm just going to look at this little quick cutscene. We're talking to this ginger bollocked nerd here about, I don't know, some techie nerdy geeky shite, and then we'll get into the survival mode. Now the survival mode is basically like the horde mode, and it's available to play in one of the co-op missions. I think it's available on 4-player, or it could just be a co-op. Don't know, don't care, but you're only interested in having a look and seeing how shite I am at this mode, so let's get in, have a look, and see what we think along the way.
Yeah, I do.
Then let's go get it.
Now, as usual with all Ubisoft games, friends can't connect to each other. You can only play with fucking retards on the internet. That's what Ubisoft do. Future Soldier was a fucking load of bag of wank. We paid for all the DLC in the summer sale and nobody could connect to each other. Thanks a lot for ripping us off, you French fucks. But anyway, as usual, nobody can connect to each other, so you have to play with some retards. Let's get in, kick some ass. Oh, we're in the Pakistani embassy, so that's probably going to be Halifax, Dewsbury, Burnley, down south, Derby. You name it, they're there. So let's get in and kick some Paki ass.
The engineers are swarming the embassy, probably looking for what you just picked up.
So what does that mean for us?
I can't pull you two out until there's a break in the fighting. You'll have to hold out until then. Those barricades look like the best defensive position nearby.
We'll hold there.
So as you can see, the graphics are really quite good. Lots of attention to detail. There's hardly any at all anti-aliasing, so Ubisoft have done actually quite well on this game. This is like the horde mode that we've played on several other games. Survive, kick ass, gets more difficult. Now I've only got up to the first 5 waves because I don't want to bore you to death. You can actually extract after 5 waves, meaning you can leave and keep the cash, which you can then spend on more weapons later on for the single player and the multiplayer. And there's lots of gadgets and things that you can upgrade. As I'm only at like rank 2, not a lot of kit at the minute. I want to get rid of this silenced weapon. It's Shabba in your pants. Yes, get rid of it, and I want to get some more decent weapons.
Yeah, mister, is this better than COD? Everybody loves COD. Do you want to be my clan and be my sergeant clan leader, yeah? Because we play COD and we can quick scope and everything and have tactics and clan nights. Do you want to join me up, lad? Para, do you want to join?
Get fucked, you little shite orc. You bag of shite. Fuck off with your COD, fucking noob.
Came from over there.
Now, one of the things I actually did enjoy in Future Soldier, we're not going to go on about the DLC and getting ripped off again, because they've got my money now and I got burnt, but there you go. One of the things I did enjoy the horde mode on there, as you got further in, you got better weapons and things like that. Hopefully, there'll be some more weapons and things that you can get. You can actually there is an ammo box further in the game, further up at the top, and you can use that to replenish your gadgets and your weapons as well.
Grenade out! Grenade, heads up!
I'm not seeing any. Hang on. They're getting ready for another run at you.
My next video, I'm actually going to be showing you the multiplayer game, and while I'm not going to talk too much about it on here while we're looking at this co-op mode, what we'll say is that it's hit and miss for me as the multiplayer at the minute. I don't know, it just seems to be some of the maps, it seems to be really difficult as the mercs, and the other times, go on, slits for up, fucking jamracky. Other times, depending on which class you're playing, it can be really quite frustrating, but we'll go into that in the second video. This is just a quick overview, really, to show you some of the co-op modes. And this is not actually the co-op missions. There are about 10 co-op missions that are quite long, actually, about 40 minutes long, some of them, quite enjoyable. And again, I'll probably be uploading another video to show you those at some time, but this is literally just one of the co-op missions that I found from the main menu. This is is it 4E? I think it's for E back on for 4 of you. And this one's just random. Shoot that dog. This is quite random, which is just a horde mode. The other ones are actually full-on, longer, more interesting missions at the coast, in the mountains and things like that. They're not all just based in Jamraki land, Bradford. So there is quite a wide, diverse range of maps.
Hit back! Thought I heard something.
Now when you're actually shot down here and bleeding out, you have the ability to lay down and the enemy won't actually touch you. Or you can sit up and press E, like I did there, enabling you to shoot. But if you get killed again then, while you set up, you're out for the game. So that's kind of like the risk that you take. Interesting little mechanic, I guess. I know we've talked about a little bit about the graphics. The environments, some of them are really, really nice. Some of the ones on the English coast on the night time look really nice. Other times, although the graphics, there's lots going on in the environment, it just, some of it looks a bit bland. I don't know, it's almost like I'm waiting for the next generation. Whether I'm expecting the next generation after the next generation is another thing. I just get tired of same sort of texture and look to a lot of these games, especially the Unreal Engine where everything looks made. It's like plastic. Gears of War, I hate it. Everything's got that shiny, made out of plastic feel to it. It's just not realistic at all. Get off me, you bitch! Get off me! But overall, yeah, graphics are quite nice. Audio's quite good, although I've tended to really at the minute just sticking with silenced weapons, so you don't really get that amazing crack of the bullet. I mean, even games like Payday 2, when you shoot outside, you get that nice weapon sounds really beefy and powerful. You don't really get that in here, but the audio is certainly not shabby.
No time to lay around, Briggs.
Appreciate it, Sam.
I'll need some cover. You got it. Heads down. Grenade out.
Look out! Grenade!
I wish there was a button that enabled you when you're climbing up to the top of a wall or like dropping over the side. You could literally drop over the side and drop down instantly. Sometimes when you're hanging off, you want to get down, you're faffing around trying to press the Q key to drop back down, and you know you're getting shot before you get to the bottom. I've had a look through the keys and I can't find anything to do it. It's just a little, it just seems to be like an extra key button press that's just not needed. Or whether you could press another button to vault over the top instead. I know you can hold down the shift and it'll do some of that, but actually just jump over walls and jump on the other side would be quite a handy thing. Especially when it comes to the multiplayer, you end up getting killed a couple of times, you know, trying to get down off the bloody wall. It's frustrating.
The surviving hostiles are pulling back. You've got some.
And with that little clip, do I need to mention the AI? Generally, the AI is quite good. They'll come in and you know, do their thing, but then occasionally they'll just be a smacktard like that. Fucking throw him on the floor, kick him in the nuts. Yeah, they'll do the occasional stupid thing like just run up to that wall and face the wrong way, which is a little bit mental. But that's AI for you, isn't it?
User joined your channel.
The Edu!
The HVT is bagged and tagged.
I could do with finding out actually whether there is an opportunity to play this in 4-player co-op. I would imagine it'd be quite good with 4 of you, unless it is they're going for the old buddy system. So I'm going to try and use my kill thingy and mark a few off and actually get some kills with the kill thing. So we're coming to the end of this preview video now for the Horde mode. Remember, this is just a co-op one, this is not actually part of the main game. Main game is enjoyable, yeah. The multiplayer aspect of it, apart from this co-op mode, it's its own entity really. It doesn't feel like the old classic Splinter Cell multiplayer, Mercs versus whatever it was, Engineers or whatever it was. But yeah, it's still enjoyable. if you're going to get the game, drop me up on Uplay, which my tag is Massive Turd, as you can see on the screen there, from Yorkshire. My in-game Steam name is para. You'll find me. And I go under the name of Lad on YouTube. So let's get in and have a game. Yeah, I'm just going to extract here for the cash, because it's only been a short video. I can imagine it's quite difficult, level 5. I imagine if this goes up to 50, I can imagine it's going to be extremely difficult. This has just been a quick look at the PC and the max settings at 720p. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you on the battlefield very soon.
So we're playing COD now, yeah? Because I can quick scope. I'm really, really good at quick scoping.
Get fooked! Get fooked.
The wire transfer just cleared.